Alright, fuck doing an introduction because obviously I do an introduction that shit just sound fucking awkward.
But it is episode 3.
It is it's episode 3, keep it slow.
Real just in case.
Yup. Fresh up. Go ahead.
We ready to get back into this motherfucking podcast.
I'm fresh from Vegas like a few days ago.
I'm fresh from Hicks.
Fresh from Hicks Street like 2 hours. No, Vegas was this past weekend. But I like Vegas. And I remember I was telling you before, I said Vegas wasn't like one of my go-to spots.
Right.
But I want to go back a second time there.
Right. And since you've been in Vegas, a lot of shit been happening.
Like what?
Drake dropped a song. NICKI dropped 2 songs.
Let's talk about NICKI mediocre songs. They're mediocre.
I
listened to them once, and that's it. And I don't want to hear about you coming at Remy because I just feel like Remy won that. Even though Remy, after like that she did a second and third song and all that, but that wasn't good. But the first one was good enough to where she topped that. So
to me though, I think people was more expecting the radio hits instead of mixtape songs. They sound like songs that could be on a mixtape. I fuck with Chung Lee. She be fucking that joint Noah. The other song, I don't really bang like that. But I understand people not liking it, but I fucks with them joints heavy.
I mean, but they mediocre. To me, they're mediocre. I listened to them once and I was like, it was nothing that got me like, oh shit.
No,
like,
to me, it was good to hear NICKI rapping. Because them first 3 songs she dropped with the No Frauds, the joint with Drake and Wayne. Them 3, she dropped like 3 songs. One was coming at me. Well, not coming at, we're talking about the situation.
Right.
They was like her singing and all that. I wasn't really into those.
Right.
She was rapping on Chung Lee. Right. And it was good to hear NICKI. And I was like, yo, the chick got bars.
Yeah, she definitely got bars.
She got bars. And it was good to hear her rapping. Now, she could rap better than Cardi. She just not making better music than Cardi.
Now we gonna get on it. I love Cardi B.
I love Cardi too.
Is out here living her life. And that's what I love. Because I don't think she worried about the bullshit. I love Cardi B. I think she's real. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just think she's real. You know, like the realest. Nothing. I like NICKI in the beginning. I'm gonna be honest with you. I fell off of NICKI. Me, honestly, my opinion. No disrespect. If we ever make it big, no disrespect. But NICKI's like kind of fake. It's a lot of fake stuff that I just can't get with. I think she left that. She left. This is the culture. Hip hop is the culture that has to be embedded in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to take that along with you. And my personal opinion is that you tried to go pop so fast and left what got you here like that fast. You remember when NICKI came out and did her album, right before her first album came out, she had that popish song that nobody liked. Who was the guy that was on that album? On that song.
On her first album?
R&B, yeah, R&B boy. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But it wasn't good though.
It was a single.
It was the single. It was the first single. I don't know if it was a hit. I know a lot of people didn't like it.
I don't think.
And it was just too like
left. You talking about she had to born her video, the black boy that played Spawn?
No. This was her first album, her first single off her first album. And it was an R&B guy. Damn, I wish I forgot his name. I'm gonna have to look it up.
But what you was talking, what it referred to?
I'm just referring to that song. Like, that I seen. No, that song was so people was so like, what is that? I just feel like she left the culture too fast. Like, you shouldn't leave the culture at all, but I just feel like she just went so fake. And to me, if you look at her albums, I'm not sure of the numbers, but I don't think her albums are that great. I think the best work she did, Lenice, was like Monster. You can do both. You can play that little pop world and keep, keep that hip hop culture. You could do both. Monster was like the best of that.
But do you think Safari was her ghostwriter? Is that
missing? You don't think Safari was the ghostwriter?
No, he probably helped her musically, but I don't think he wrote for her as a ghostwriter. He might even give her a bar. I definitely don't think Safari I think he came out and said he was giving her like a bar.
She was better when she was with Safari.
Right, so is it missing?
I think she was popping more because she said Safari helped her pick beats and all that shit. Like what beats to get on. So I think she was popping more, but I don't think she lyrically not better as she was back then with Safari around. Like Chung Lee, she be bodying this joint.
I didn't hear that joint yet.
But it's probably
not to say that she can't rap. That's not
good,
what I'm saying.
As good as she did. She probably not as hot as it was, but rap. I think she still got bars just as much as she had back then. I just think probably her time fizzling out.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think it had nothing with her doing it because she crossed over and was getting bigger. Them chicks still loved her when she was crossing over.
That's not the debate to me.
Yeah,
I think she had that.
Yeah, but so I don't think she went pop too fast then.
I think she went pop too fast before she even had her first album out. I'm gonna give you another example.
But I don't think that
Grammy it might not didn't affect it because her fan base is big. But this is why I feel like it bit her in the ass. Is because now it's back to the roots because of the Remy situation. It's back to the culture now. So now you gotta step up to the plate. And she didn't step up to the plate. So now it's that. And now you're starting to fizzle out. She might have her time might be up, but that Remy situation I feel like is playing a part in her fizzling out. Because now you gotta step back to the culture. I'm gonna give you another example. That Grammy performance that she had when she was all over the place and blood everywhere. Yeah. That shit was so stupid. It was so cringing to watch that. It was like, yo, what the fuck
think she had a hit is this? To me, I think the problem is it's a more relatable bitch out there. That's it. I think that's the only problem. I don't think chicks ain't really into Remy. They just probably like Remy killed that shit. She killed it, but they ain't gonna love her more than they love Nicki. It's just another chick out there to love.
But do you agree that it affected Nicki Minaj's status in a sense? Did it affect her in some type of way?
No, 'cause I think Cardi B is affecting her more than that diss. That diss was crazy at that time.
No, Cardi B is, she's about to take it to another level.
And that's why I think the effect
Shout out to Cardi B, because I love the way she's living
I think that's where the effect come in. Cardi B more relatable. Cardi B talking more of going into her nigga phone and all that type shit and not playing. Yeah, and Nicki still talking that put that pussy on your face shit.
So I'm gonna tell you,
I don't think it's fizzling out from that.
I'm gonna tell you my experience with Cardi B that made me feel like, because I wasn't listening to Cardi at first.
I remember when I told you I fuck with Cardi.
I said like you fuck with Cardi, and it wasn't no disrespect. Just I didn't listen to it at the time and didn't enjoy my.
No, attention. You ain't like the surroundings. I was like, dude, I'm a hip hop chick.
I'm totally against that stuff. But it was at the Made in America Festival.
I thought it was at Festival.
No, it was Made in America. That's where she was at last year. It was Made in America Festival, and I knew the song was popping. So she get on stage, and I'm just looking at how the crowd reacted, and I'm like, damn, she really rocking this shit, right? But for her to just be in the moment and her to like just be like, I'm in the moment right now, and she just said some crazy shit out of her mouth. Not crazy shit, but she said, yo, I'm just happy to be here. Like, she said, yo, a bitch used to look like a bed bug. I'm just happy to be here. I was like, oh shit, I'll fuck with her. Yeah, I'll fuck with her. I said, she said, it was the Made American Festival, but she was just on stage rocking. And she said, I'm happy to be here. Bitch used to look like a bed bug.
Right.
I said, oh no, I gotta fuck with that. Like, that's some real shit.
Right.
She real shit.
And that's what's more relatable to the, because Nicki and Cardi B battling for the same fan base.
Not necessarily.
The ratchet bad chicks.
I think Nicki is trying to get the more upscale person.
I think she's been on that for her whole ride.
But her core fan base, like, was it the Barbies? That's what Cardi B is. And the Barbies, they the similar fan base, like as character wise, they the same. You know,
that's where I'm conspiracy a little bit. That right there alone, and I'm not saying you can't do it. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But her whole thing was based off of Barbie, a white fucking mannequin Barbie with blonde hair. I can't get with that shit, bro.
But it's black Barbies.
But she ain't saying black. She really not
saying any specific Barbie. She ain't like she said, I'm white Barbie.
I don't want to get that deep into.
But yeah, that's.
I don't want to get that deep into Nicki because I feel like I'm gonna go somewhere else with it because I'm about to bring up stuff that I just don't feel. I respect her as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And she has made some real good music. But I feel like she really went left field and the culture was there. I remember Nicki. I liked Nicki when she first came out.
I still like Nicki.
I like Nicki because I remember Nicki on them DVDs and doing that. And I used to be like, yo, Nicki gonna be some shit. But as soon as she got on with Weezy and them, she went totally somewhere else. And I said, God damn, you can stay here with us for a little while before you go that left field.
But that gotta be personal. That's definitely a personal opinion.
Yeah, that's my personal
opinion. Even if she went left field from the rip,
that's my personal
opinion. She got bigger.
I'm not saying none of that.
Right, so that's why I'm saying that's irrelevant. Of her, you know, going pop too fast. But I
feel like it came around and now the culture, it bites you in the butt.
That's hard to say.
It bites you in the ass. Because to me.
Because a lot of people feel...
Now, I might be proven wrong because this album come out and this shit just do crazy.
No, it's not even that. Because folks that don't do crazy, they don't mean she went pop too fast. It's just some people got a time span in rap.
There's not too many... There should be way more female
but it's
rappers
another,
for sure, but there's not too many.
But it's another...
Now, one thing I don't dig is what's going on, and this is for another episode. One thing I don't dig is there need to be more female rappers so to where they not biting each other back out. You get what I'm saying?
But it ain't even like just the female rappers. I think the media plays that part because female rapping is like comedy.
But they fall. You fall into it though.
No, I'm saying like comedy is wise. You know how they say don't be one black comedian. That's what the media do with female rappers.
Cardi spoke on that though. Cardi said she didn't have no problems with Nicki. She feel like the media is just forcing this.
So that's what I'm saying.
But that's going to happen, regardless if it's coming from them or if it's coming from media. It's happening, and I feel like it's just not too many female rappers. There need to be more. Hip hop needs to get more female rappers in the game, some type of way or whatever, to where it's more unity, and that don't look like as soon as a chick gets on or has some type of buzz, the chick that's there has to. They gotta go at it. Hip hop is great. Battling is great. But it's always gonna be that. I remember back when it was Lil Kim and Foxy. And I remember, and I could be telling this story a little bit wrong, but I remember they was coming to Power 99 for this big event, and this is when you was listening to radio. And it's supposed to be Lil Kim and Foxy in the same club or something like that. And I wish I looked it up because I probably could have found it. And I remember they wanted them to go against each other so bad. They was beefing at that time. Right. They was the two top ones. Right. If memory serves me correct, somebody didn't show up, and I believe it was Foxy. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. But Foxy felt some type of way about the radio station. I'm not going to say the radio station in Philly. And she said, I'm not showing up to that. And it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That ruins the moments in certain aspects with certain things in hip-hop. Right. And it's like, that would have been great just to have Lil Kim and Foxy, the two biggest females in hip-hop that took it to a different level in the same room, and they couldn't do that. That hurt. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be more females in hip-hop to me.
It definitely need to be more
so where you ain't got to bite each other back out like that.
But, the media plays a part in all that shit. Because I don't know what Nicki, if they do got beef, would it be? Because I only really hear it from the media that they got beef. Even though Nicki interviews,
but her interviews, she's feeding onto it. I can't say and not lie and say that Nicki's not feeding on into the beef.
I don't think she feed onto the beef. She just said as why she was hurt. I don't think that's feeding on. She's just telling her truth to me. She said she was hurt because you said you ain't know why I changed my verse. You told people to tell me to change my verse.
Some diva. That's just like that. I know. I'm not.
I can agree with you if you said more that.
The Remy stuff I feel like was led on by Nicki. Because I feel like Remy in those interviews was not dissing. They wanted that. The media tried to feed that. I think the media tried to feed that, and I feel like Remy didn't feed into it. Maybe there might be something there that ticked Nicki off, but it wasn't. The last joint I remember was Breakfast Club, and Remy on there, and they was asking her that. And I feel like she didn't feed into that. But then that song came out with Nicki. And it was obvious she was coming at Remy.
What song came out with Nicki? You talking about the 2 Chainz joint?
Yeah, it was obvious she was talking about Remy. And that's what led Remy. I was in New York when that shit dropped. When that Remy shit dropped, I was in New York with my girl. Man, that shit was all over the radio.
Because we was in New York.
That shit, that was you. Y'all was supposed to come to New York. Yeah, y'all was there that day?
Yeah. We was
yeah. Right.
We was on Fridays and B-Dot like, yo, this shit crazy.
Who?
B-Dot when we was on Fridays in New York.
Right. That's when I had them come out. I had y'all come out.
Right. That shit going to fuck the. You ever went Fridays in New York?
No.
The play was like $60. Like,
$60?
Right.
I'm gonna say this now. I was in Vegas and I call it Dreas. I want to call it Dreas, but I think it's called Dreas, and there was 2 Chainz there. I got 3 drinks, 3 double shots for me and my niggas. It was my brother, my best friend. It was his wedding, so I could say I did a Vegas wedding. I could check that off. 3 double shots of Crown Royal Apple, 3 Coronas. That shit came up to $152. Denise.
Just for 3?
I was looking for the VIP. I said, "What the fuck the VIP at for these drinks?"
Right,
Nick.
No,
3. What a VIP?
Right, that's crazy. But I want to say about Cardi. I like that second single she put out for her album because it wasn't the typical single Cardi B put out.
Right.
You know, wanting another club joint, like a personal joint, Be Careful. It was a personal joint, so that had me had better expectations for her album. Because if she would have put out another single that was on some bad bitch single or some shit, I would be like, oh, the album not gonna be that good. But once you put that single out, I was like, oh no, I think this album gonna be good.
Cardi can rap.
I mean,
I love Cardi's personality. She just did something with she co-hosted the late night show. That's some shit. I love that.
Yeah, but she's
sticking to the culture.
She definitely could rap.
I'm just saying, she's being real.
No, she being herself. She definitely. I love Cardi too. She definitely could rap, but she got ghost. We would never let Nicki live with ghostwriters.
I don't want Nicki to.
I don't think we would have ever let Nicki live with ghostwriters.
Yeah. Nicki's music is. You know what I'm saying? What she did, I can't take nothing from. It's just certain things I can't get.
But Cardi B album,
and I'm about to go into one of them things because I'm about to pull it up.
Cardi B album is hot though. I listened to it. I'm like, dang, she really got personal stuff and all that. And it sound like your little bunny rapping, like a chick you talk to, and you're like, damn, this girl be tripping. That's all in Cardi B music,
right?
You know, going through the phone and all that. Like, yeah, she got a song talking about
that shit was true. That Offset cheated on her or whatever?
I feel like it was true.
She said it's just her feelings. She didn't specifically say Offset was cheating, that's why the song was made. But she said that's just the vibe she was in.
Yeah.
You know, but even if that's not true, billions of chicks can relate to that.
Denise,
you know.
Still got the bottle. We still got the bottle.
Right? But no, though, but that definitely Breaking Head.
Okay.
That joint dump. She got some songs on that joint that I bang with. The joint with my man from Chicago that they saying might be the next mayor.
Who?
Chance.
I always fucked with Chance. I'm gonna see what he do this time around because he's taking
I'm not
a long
a big
time.
Chance fan.
Yeah, he was never a big Chance fan. He taking a long time with his album, but Answer Rap, he was literally killing that shit. The way he put shit together that shit was
I ain't
dope.
a big Chance fan.
I'm gonna see how you do it this time.
I can't really get into
because he's I respect everybody's stuff. He's very religious and stuff. I'm spiritual. I'm gonna see how you do with it.
I'm cool all Chance. I have really I fuck with him as a person. Like I wanted him to get that Grammy and all that because I bang him as a person. From what I see,
I fucks with everything. Certain things I don't agree with, like when he went back to back. But that's just him being himself. When he had a little issue with Spike Lee about the Chicago thing, but I understand it because if you ain't come from Chicago, you
right, he got a right.
Yeah, you can't interpret our but in the same token, it's like that's Spike Lee. He's gonna do it respectfully, tastefully, in the sense of where it won't be.
But sometimes it ain't about who you is. Like that ain't got nothing to do with.
I'm going off of Spike Lee's work though. And
that's what I'm saying. That's you though. Because you in Philadelphia as a Chicago person.
Spike Lee could come to Philly and try to do a Philly joint, and I'll be alright with it.
But you personally,
because I don't feel like you're gonna disrespect.
But
like who the fuck them people that did Tupac joint?
Yeah, Benny Boone.
Fuck y'all.
He from Philly.
Yeah,
I don't care. That shit was disrespectful.
Why?
It was disrespectful.
Why you think it was disrespectful?
That was disrespectful.
The movie was horrible. But
There's no hip hop artist. If you look at biographies, and who would be the top hip hop artist to see on that main screen in their life and grasp that, to me, it had to be Tupac. Tupac is so much.
But
so he should have had them.
Though to me, it's more about. I don't think anybody could do Tupac life. He need like a New Edition movie.
No, you know who could have did it? John Singleton.
I don't know.
He could have did it better. I don't care what the script was in the beginning.
Better anything, that don't mean it'd be hot.
That shit would have been hotter, bro.
I think Tupac movie should be more like they did New Edition. Because it's so much about Tupac life.
But that's what's fucked up about it. New Edition shit was better. Roxanne is better than Tupac movie, and that shit went to the main screen, and we talking about Tupac.
But Roxanne to me would have been horrible on main screen.
That shit would have been better than Tupac movie on main screen. That's how I felt. That shit was horrible.
But to me, it's hard to do. Tupac life is so huge. It's hard to just do a main screen.
But you can get. But that's why people in that profession to do what they do, and they didn't do that.
But that don't mean they could do it because they in that profession. I feel like anybody that probably would have did it wouldn't have did it as good.
Better. Just better. We're not even talking about it being mediocre. We're talking about it being what? Horrible.
Right.
So just bring it to mediocre status for me. That shit was horrible.
But even with mediocre, I be looking like, damn, how the fuck you get Tupac a mediocre movie?
But now we talking about horrible. That's just too disrespectful.
Why y'all think that joke was so horrible?
Because everything was predictable. Number one, there was nothing there that entailed something that we did not know, right? Number two, it went through his life in a not, to me, in-depth perspective. It jumped too fast. What I feel like people need to understand is his mentality, and how I look at it as being a fan of Tupac. His mentality, you gotta remember, he was born under really a Black Panther movement. So he moved like that his whole life. And that's when, me and you, we was just talking like, you gotta watch the YouTube stories of Tupac. Of people telling stories. That's how he moved. He moved in that militant mentality. I feel like you gotta get in depth with shit.
Yeah, because
his aunt is still
I feel the same way.
In Cuba. Bro.
I feel the same way on the aspect of
Trump want his aunt over here.
We all know
shit.
We all know
she escaped.
That story of Tupac.
We
all know that it wasn't nothing that surprises. We all, it wasn't nothing on the side that we was like, oh shit, that happened. Right. And I don't really care for the interview of him being in jail and they making it like that.
That was corny. That was corny.
Right. So to me, like I said, I was looking more for to get in depth with the Black Panther stuff. I wanted to ask how Tupac felt as a kid, knowing that his aunt on the run. So
getting in depth with his mentality that build up to what his actions was.
To me, that was probably hard to get. How can you get that?
I'm gonna say this.
Like
the Tupac stories that people tell were way better than the movie. Like it's like Method Man's story was so great to me about Tupac.
Which one? He got like 30 of them.
He got 30 of them. It was the one when they was in LA and Puff came through with 5 bodyguards.
And he ain't know if he want to go over there.
And Queen Latifah pulled Meth out the corner. Like, what the fuck you doing in that corner? I'm like, that's some great stories. And Tupac hit him on the back.
But that's what I'm trying to say. How can you put all that in a Tupac movie?
You don't gotta put that specifically in there.
No, I'm not saying that specific thing, but so much in Tupac movie for like 2 hours.
You gotta know. What I'm saying is, you gotta bring out the mind of Tupac to me. When I'm looking at a Tupac thing, I want to get into his mind. If I'm looking at a Tupac movie, I want to know what drove this man to do these things or fight for us so hard. And that movie didn't do none of that for me.
And that's why I
can know everything in the world, but kind of put me in his mind. Like what things led up to this in a sense to make him go this hard in hip hop, to go this hard for Black people. In those situations.
To me, a 3-day,
it didn't give me that.
A 4-movie series would give me more than a Tupac.
So Tupac should have been on Netflix, but you can't do that with Pop.
But you can.
Now you can because that shit was ass. So
this shit came out 2 years ago. At that time, I feel like you can do that with Netflix.
Summer.
Yeah,
it came out last summer. I was in Houston.
You can do that with Netflix, and I think it would have been way bigger. I feel like Tupac, the life of Tupac is too big for the big screen.
I respect that.
I feel like you can't put all that in 2 hours.
I respect that.
So I don't care if it was.
Is there a maximum?
What you mean?
How long a movie?
Oh yeah, how long? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's a maximum.
Because a movie can't be 8 hours.
Right. But you can do like how New Edition was a series.
Could a movie be that long?
That's why I said a series.
A series
a
can.
4-part series.
Right.
I'm
People
just
don't
saying,
do.
Just for the fact of them wanting to have it on a big screen.
So this is what
made it a 3 or 4 hour.
So this is what they could have did. No. This is what they could have did. Because I don't think you can, or is this too much? You could, to me, maybe just take that step out of the norm and do it like a Godfather. Take that step out of the norm. 1 and 2. Who says you can't do that?
No,
do it
I'm
like
not saying
that.
you can't do that.
I feel like that would have been cool.
But
try it.
It's just like promoting Tupac 2. Part 2. It just sounds weird.
But that's why you got.
But I'm not saying you can't.
You gotta take the step out of the norm. You gotta just go out the norm.
But that's a step because it's like, it's a biopic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just weird promoting part 2 of a biopic in a major movie theater.
Or they could have dropped it different. They could have did it a month.
But this is the thing.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
We are in the.
It depends on budget money.
This is the thing. This is when you break. And I might be giving some shit to Hollywood. And somebody might do this. This is when you break barriers, because I feel like we're in the era where people are looking at. You look at Netflix and what they're doing, and it's about series. It's about series and stuff.
Right.
It just hasn't happened on the big screen because the big screen's the big screen, and that's how it is. Why not take that and try to do that now?
No, I understand what
you
you're
get what I'm saying. The Godfather stuff, they did that, but that's no disrespect to that.
We promoting part 2 of a biopic.
Do it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been promoted in Netflix and BET. Do it on the big screen. Tupac is big enough to do that with. He was international. Do that.
I can't really.
That's what I'm saying.
No, because I'm saying from a money standpoint, just like
it's worth it.
It's
a lot to entail.
Because number one, you had to do off of how much part 1 would sell.
True.
So part 1 don't sell that much, and it's a whole story missing.
That's why you need Benny Boom on it. You need John Cena on that.
No, it's just so much of a risk with movie money. It's just like,
I get it.
It don't make enough sense.
But they could have had that boy director X, because I think that Superfly movie gonna be crazy. I'm hyped to see that.
Superfly?
When I first heard that, I thought they was getting Future to play my man.
Please don't get Future to play.
No, they got my. What's
sorry,
the
Future.
Name? No, he not
get him to play.
He's just executive producer. But I thought he was playing Superfly. She was like, no, not Future, but the young boy they got. I fucks with the young boy.
Who?
The young boy. He's singing shit. I think he was on Disney and all that shit, or something, or one of them Jones. I'm not sure. But the young
Disney
boy,
people go crazy or kill themselves or do some.
No, but no, he out of there. But I don't know if he was on Disney, but I think he was. He probably was. I think he was though. But he playing Superfly and shit. But the movie definitely looked dope. It looked like a dope movie and shit.
So and it's not to get off topic, but we wanted to talk about get a little bit more in depth about something. And the NICKI situation led us to this, and this was going to be correct because I'm going to read it. So the NICKI situation, that interview that she had.
Yeah. I know why Zane Low-Key getting all the good interviews, but.
You know why he do? All right, we're getting to that.
That's I don't know why.
You don't know why?
Yeah, but.
Yeah, because I seen the Kendrick one. Whatever. But NICKI said the judge, this is about the Meek Mill situation about him being in jail and when she was there rioting for him.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly. The judge in question did everything asked of her, Minaj said. So I can't badmouth her because I met her personally. I know what she said to us. He knows that, and I know that. But I wouldn't wish jail on anybody. It is unclear what everything... So that's after what she said. Then they go into it's unclear what everything means to her. What do you get from that?
To me, it sounds like she's saying whatever Meek's saying. I didn't get that from that judge. I ain't feel like the judge was doing that.
Why speak on it?
I mean, that's hard to say because when she asked that question, she's
asked, but why speak in that manner as if you kind of could be taking the judge's side?
Because I can't say why.
I
can't say why she speak on it if she was asked that question. Because she
speak on it, but why give that answer?
But suppose she's telling her truth.
something's wrong with that with me. We talked about it on the block yesterday. You know, a couple of homies like, I can't get down with that. It's too much going on with us.
Right.
And you come from this, another example, for you to sit here and even try to give an ounce of credit to this motherfucking judge. An ounce of it. We know enough truth about MEEK. I'm sorry, Spit. We know enough truth about MEEK to know that there's some bullshit going on.
Right. So
for you to speak, to give that judge a little ounce of some type of credit, I'm baffled. I don't get it.
To me, I think
don't get it.
With the MEEK situation ain't about why he in jail right now. It's about why he been on probation so long.
Right. Nobody's not arguing.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm talking. That's what I said. I know that, but that's what I'm saying.
But the crazy thing is that's going to be that could be possibly what get him off is what initially.
That's what I'm
happened.
saying. But that's what I'm saying. But Nicki's speaking on what she's speaking on. Number one, I feel like she a female, so that's some female stuff she did.
Remy wouldn't do it.
Remy hard as nails.
But Cardi B wouldn't do it.
But it's hard to say that. Cardi B, she might call along.
I'm in. No, I'm in. I'm all in on Cardi B.
I love Cardi B too.
I'm all in on Cardi B.
But she ratchet. She ratchet crowd. She like, fuck you, nigga. I called along. You in.
She wouldn't do it.
We don't know that.
I don't know. I'm just all in on Cardi B.
But I'm just saying, I don't expect a nigga doing an interview and he say some shit like that. It's like, oh nah.
I don't give
That's just some real chick shit. She gossiping.
At the end of the day, it becomes not a male and female thing to me. It become about a black thing and you coming from that culture and understanding that. Whether you male or female, it ain't like she put hands on you. Y'all broke up. That's not enough for you to sit here and say that to me.
But that's something some females, not all, but some just like that. Like in the moment, like I don't give a fuck about that nigga. She can stay whatever, but it ain't about that. She just to me just did some female. She just did some female shit.
Don't credit the judge and don't give the judge no say. And this is look at who's stepping up for MEEK. This is some real shit. If you don't notice it, if you don't notice it, it's like look at these people stepping up. But somebody like that, you have Robert Kraft, the owner of the motherfucking Patriots that got billionaire. Is in cahoots with his circle is Trump. That's a friend of his.
Right.
Could sit there and visit Meek Mill in jail.
Right.
And then come out of that and say what he said. It wasn't more about him. Me and him was big enough in a sense, but it was more about what he said to me. And I'm not trying to give him the utmost respect, but he said Meek Mill is a good guy. And I think, he don't deserve to be in this. For somebody like that to do that, and then I hear NICKI say, the judge did everything she did. How you justify that for me?
No, because I'm not justifying. I'm just saying she's speaking on her direct experience. Robert Kraft not.
He's speaking on his direct experience.
No, I'm saying no, because he never had no direct experience with the judge and MEEK.
But he's
speaking on his relationship with MEEK.
Right, but
NICKI's speaking on her straight, direct, with MEEK. I'm not saying she's telling the truth or anything. Yeah, so it's not bad. Yeah, it's just her. She's speaking on her encounter.
Right.
So I don't, and I understand you just saying, man, I don't give a fuck. You should be just like, man, listen.
But this is when I look at it like checkers and not chess. Because your encounter to me is just that moment at that time. But the whole game of it is, that, okay, he did what he did, and that he's getting fucking railroad and he's on this 10-year probation. And what he spoke on NBC, this is true shit. Real niggas tell you, or not real niggas, I'm just saying this niggas tell you this when they got probation.
Right.
You could get in any encounter with the law, like he said on NBC, right. Jaywalking, right?
Right.
And that could be
we know all that
enough.
But we're not talking about that.
But that's how I look at it.
But but she just spoke about her direct experience. She's not speaking on the case.
Any credit to the judge, period.
She's speaking on her direct experience. She's not speaking on, she just in that truth. I'm not saying it's cool in here. I'm just saying she a female in her truth mode. I don't know if it's true or not, but she's not speaking on MEEK case in a whole.
She's not.
She's speaking on her direct experience with a specific person. That's it. That's all she's speaking on.
The judge did every...
She's not speaking on, well, he got chances in life. You know, that's what happens when you go on probation.
But that's what she's... The judge in question did everything asked of her. To me, you're leading on to something to where the judge has some type of credibility in this situation. Where everybody is saying, including in the district attorney of Philly, and this is stuff that we're going to get into because the new district attorney of Philly is really on some shit.
Right.
To turn this shit around, period.
Right.
But everybody, I'm talking about white people, are sitting here and they're like, this is wrong. But point blank, period. This is wrong.
But
why are you giving two type? I don't care if it's the experience. Don't give no credit to that lady that is doing something wrong.
But we not saying that. Like, you arguing about the wrong thing. I'm just arguing that she only speak on her direct. She not speaking on what she feel about the whole case scenario. Everybody you talking about is how they feel about the justice system treating people wrong. She not speaking on that. She's speaking on her direct experience with the specific person. That's it.
I feel like if she was still with Meek, her response would be different.
It probably would.
Right.
It would be completely
but
it would be.
And it probably would be different.
It would be.
It probably definitely would.
There is a, to me, there is a.
But even if it would be different, it'd still be her direct experience with the judge.
It would be. It would be. But I kind of feel like she's
playing
the
right.
The bad guy. So she doesn't want to look like a complete asshole. But if she could, I think she would kind of say Meek got what he deserved. For real. I
feel like it's more entitled, and be real, to be real with you. I feel like it's kind of entitled of her. But I don't want to say bitter. I'm not saying she's bitter, but just that
she is.
She probably is, but we don't. That's all the speculation. Like, come on, man. But I'm just debating that only thing she's doing is speaking on her direct experience. I can't tell her. I can't tell her she lying. I can't tell her none of that because she's speaking on her. Now, if she was talking specifically about Meek know his consequences when he something specifically about him being on probation for 10 years.
She ain't too far from it for me.
But you know, some
that
people
quote
be
wasn't
like
too far from it.
But you know, some people be like, man, you know you on probation, so don't jaywalk. That's right. I can say what you saying.
Right. I just feel like she's not too far from it.
But this ain't talking about what she's too far from. We talking about exactly what she's talking about. Right. And that's all I'm debating.
Gotcha.
You know, that's all I'm talking about. She's speaking on her direct experience.
This is more.
Not, I don't know if she's telling the truth or not.
I want to get off the NICKI thing. I want to bring this to light to MEEK, more the situation and what's going on and what we seeing going on and how he's handling it and how people are stepping up. In a sense, this is big to me personally. This is big to. And like he says, he understands it. I think he gets it.
I think Meek gonna come out sharper.
Yeah, I think he gets it. Like, I have to, if it took me to tell this story about what's been going on for this longer time or whatever, then it took me to do it. And when he come out, I just hope he capitalizes in a great way off of it. Because there's a story to be told and it's a lot of shit going on.
Oh yeah,
we get railroaded. It's modern day slavery, and we know it. But
he on probation.
America don't know it. America don't know that this is modern day slavery and this is a trap and this is how they get us.
And he on probation for 10 years for 1 case. It ain't like Meek probably got a crazy record.
He didn't do another crime, mind you.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything that he did or whatever he did was just an altercation or towards those rules of probation.
Yeah.
Not a crime.
Everything affect our probation.
Look at it like this.
He ain't riding around.
This is what I'm saying. Look at it like this. If I was a free person and I did this stuff, I'm probably not going to get arrested. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to get arrested for it. But since I'm on probation and these rules or stipulations, I'm going to get arrested for this. If I break up a fight in the airport, I'm not getting arrested for it.
And on top of that, his celebrity taking a shot at him too. Cause it be people that's on probation that might not get they be saying that in the media but it's a lot of people that be on probation that wouldn't get arrested for that.
Yeah.
You know, so a celebrity taking a shot at
but we know stories from just our circle and the people around us.
I just don't know if they want that out.
Right. But no, I'm saying, but we just know stories about, when we talk down with our niggas or somebody that's been arrested, like, it was a time I didn't know. I didn't know that, like, literally somebody on probation could walk into a corner store and they can get raided.
Yeah.
And you walk to get some chips. And that altercation in this reality could send you back to jail. Just because of that situation. You could have really walked in, you on probation, could have walked into a corner store, got some fucking chips.
Right.
And then they raided, and you in the mix, and now you fighting for your freedom out here off of that.
And that's what Meek
That's how real this shit is. That's what he's representing.
And that everybody that's visiting him and speaking up on his behalf is speaking upon that. You know? That's what I'm talking about, the difference between what Nicki said. I don't mean I agree with Nicki and none of that shit.
I'm over that.
I know that, but I'm just clear. I'm just saying that's the difference. It's people who is talking about the whole package when it come to Meek. Like, yo, you know Meek just the face of it, but it's like, yo, this really going on? You know, like, people really getting on probation for 10 years for one case that ain't catch a serious case in 10 years.
Right.
That's what Obama whole pardon was about.
Right. The violation, some of these violations, even before he got arrested, were violations of, and I never understood it, are violations because you didn't call into the judge or you was out doing this or that. If the man is making a living and he's providing for his family, that's like saying, I gotta call, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm on probation. That's kind of like saying, I'm gonna do overtime and I gotta call in, and if I didn't call in for overtime, maybe I could be speaking crazy. If I didn't call in for overtime and I'm supposed to call in like, oh, where was you at? I wanted to do overtime at my job. Oh, no, you can't do that. You got to let us know. Huh? Just because it's a rap career doesn't mean it's a job. Doesn't mean it's a career. Cause that's how I look at it. I'm like, God damn, but he got in trouble.
That's not even crazy to me. Cause
that's crazy.
You might have a job that don't have the money to pay you overtime, and you just taking money. Right. So it's crazier than that.
Right.
You know. So I don't even know what to compare it to. It's just super wrong.
Right.
You know. It's just like.
But I'm gonna tell you this. This is some big shit in the sense of a Jay-Z and we was talking about this on the block. Jay-Z and Beyonce like speaking. Well, Jay-Z of course. Beyonce speaking about it. But you know, you got the billionaire owner of the Sixers speaking about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Robert Kraft is a different element of this. And it's not to give the biggest kudos to Robert Kraft, but it can give light.
No, to me, like
because it's like Robert Kraft really went to Chester to go visit Meek Mill and came out and said what he said was like, oh shit.
It
like,
definitely get light to it, but I think in the entirety when the DA and the governor spoke about it. Because they're in the system. So if he in front of that judge and he be like, these people that's in the system don't like this.
But the DA boy, and we gonna get into I don't want to get into that now, but that DA person, the way I know the story. I read his story.
Yeah.
And I hope he continue what he's doing. I really hope he continue what he's doing.
Right.
Because I respect it right now. Because he's not talking about it. He's really trying to shake shit up. Right. I hope he just continue that, and we'll get into that another.
And
another
I think
episode.
That's big for me. Yeah. Just being in front of the judge and have people like that saying what they said.
Right.
So it's good. And I think the judge that's on Meek case probably regret what she did, but standing on pride. Like, cause she a judge. So
she is.
I think she at that point to where I don't give a fuck what this is. My word means something.
That she's going. This is my opinion. She's going off of her fucking ego and how she can't stand Meek. It's personal. In my mind, it's so personal and it's sick to me. Right. That a person can be like that.
And it might be sick personal, to me. But it probably is personal too. It probably is personal. But I think she had the point is she a judge. If she just drop it off of pressure of society, it's like as a judge, your word ain't meaning nothing no more.
But it's not pressure of society in this. In the pressure of society, I feel like came because you're doing wrong already.
Right.
So it's not at the end of the day, if you're already doing wrong, then people call you out on it. That's what it is. You doing wrong already. He shouldn't be. The people that want to, I don't want to say want to, but their job is to find the way to put the person in jail. Or against the judge. Right. So what does that tell me about this judge?
And the judge probably put him in jail for personal reasons. But just to still stand her ground and be like, nah, I ain't giving them bail. I think it started becoming a pride thing on top of personal reasons.
I'm not giving... That shit is fucked up.
I think he should be free as soon as they said the cops was in question that had his case.
He shouldn't have been in jail in the first place. But if he is in jail, that should have been... he should have been free as soon as they said that, Because I think that's what's going to come up Monday. I think that hearing Monday, and when y'all get this shit be over with. Because, and hopefully Meek out. But I think the hearing is for that judge credibility.
Right.
And the crazy thing is that DA the DA, the person we have in now,
right,
is the one that I feel like, and we're going to get into that because he done did some changes to where there's a list of these cops that credibility.
He won that.
He did. These cops that's credibility has been challenged need to be on the list, and people need to know about this list. That cop is on this list,
right?
And there's a cop, and I want to get into it more, but the cop that was with him or was there, I think, kind of like, yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah, in the first
that didn't happen.
They said later on he said something like that. So that's why I said once that happened, Meek should have been free.
He should be out.
You know,
you should at least give this man. For you not to even give this man bail shows me a characteristic of you. Why not bail?
Yeah, I understand.
Why at least not that for this man? He didn't commit no crime as a person that's not on probation. He didn't commit no crime. So how do you not get bail? You get what I'm saying?
No, real shit. I don't understand.
I don't get that.
But like, yeah, she might have personal things to him. I think it's pride thing. It's like, you know, once she got a bunch of pressure coming from everywhere, and she a judge, and she feel like her word should mean something. So it's a pride thing. Her job is to make the do you in that profession for you're in that for a reason. Your job is to do what's right. It's to protect, and you know you in the system, and it's to protect that and to do what's right for it don't matter what side you're on. It's just to do what's right. And it's to make the right call and say this person belong in jail, this person don't belong in jail. She already did. It's right.
Crazy.
You know, no. To me, it's crazy that a person holds so much power over you off what it's either what she said. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like,
and they talk about that though.
Yeah, of it ain't no guidelines in law on really what. Like I was reading about a kid and shit. They were talking about.
She got too much power?
No, not just her. Just
no. I'm just saying, but just the judge. Period.
That's what I was getting. But that's what I was getting into. Because I was saying. They were talking about a kid. I think he was living in Houston and got 40 years at 17 for armed robbery. They had the lady up on a Breakfast Club and shit, and she was talking about how her son. Only thing is he fought the case with a PD, and she was saying nobody died, nothing. It was just an opinion of the judge, you know. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. The judge just gave you that number, like 40 years to a 17-year-old for robbery. Nobody got hurt. Right. That's crazy. 17-year-old. But just to have that power to be like, it's up to me. Your life in my hands. It's really no guidelines and all that shit.
The social media world is like, I want that to exploit the bullshit that's been going on for so many years. So many years. The bullshit that, we go through, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been through experiences. You know what I'm saying? We haven't gotten deaf about it, but, the last episode I spoke, like, I've been arrested. I mean, not arrested. I've been guns put out on by cops more than the streets. Right. Like, the shit is real. Like, America don't understand it. It's like, under the influence of being black. Like, as long as you black, is liable for you could be innocent. It's liable for you to get shot, killed, innocent. It's liable for you for the incident that just happened at Starbucks. For you to be sitting in Starbucks waiting for your friend and you get arrested. And it's a lot. How crazy is that?
It's a lot of white people that really don't understand that. And they could come off looking like they racist and not be racist. But just because they so removed from that situation, completely so far gone. Like I said, you worked out far out of Philadelphia. Like work at
my girl got caught. My girl got caught nigga 2 times this week.
But that's not a misunderstanding. That's just straight racism.
That's just straight racism. But I'm just saying, like, I just want you to understand that. My girl got called this week. She hit me up each time. She said, you don't believe I just got called nigga 2 times?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or for just riding and, a little road rage on, you know what I'm saying? Got called nigga 2 times this week. Right. People out the window, nigga.
That's crazy.
Like,
but
really?
It's some white people that just, what they call them, liberables and shit. Like, that just play the side of humanity that can sound racist just because they don't understand the urban community. Right. Like I was saying, I ride out to work. There's white people with the things on their lawn that say we support police. And they probably ain't racist at all, but they don't know how that sounds.
Because they don't come from that. And And that's the thing. You gotta give people the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Because
it ain't about,
if you don't
like,
come from that, they're not gonna understand.
Yeah, it sounds like Black Lives Matter don't say we don't support police. It's not about that.
It's not about that. We just trying to make sure our
just
culture
about
is good with y'all. Right. We want to survive like y'all survive.
Right. It ain't no.
That's all.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
It's too many examples of where we didn't survive in them situations and it was innocent shit.
Right.
This example now in Philly that it just got viral today, but it happened Thursday, is the young black man that was at Starbucks chilling. I've been in Starbucks many times. There's a lot of people that chill. And what happened was...
I got a Starbucks gift card.
You got a Starbucks gift card. What happened was, and I'm going to try to read it off of here, but they was chilling. They was waiting for the person, the person they was meeting in there.
Right.
So they asked to use the bathroom. And they said no. And it's supposed to be the manager that called the cops. I don't know if she asked for them to leave, but called the cops and was just like, well, I don't know if they're not getting nothing. They trespassing. Right. And they didn't, from the story is they didn't want to leave.
Right.
And forget me telling it. I'm just going to read it because this sound crazy.
Right.
It sound real crazy.
I want to know.
And I'm against the commissioner too, of what he said.
Right. I ain't even hear what he said.
Yeah. He said some stuff like my police officers did the right thing and all this stuff, and they didn't do nothing wrong. Yes, they did do something wrong. They did something wrong by arresting them.
Right.
I don't care if they fought for their right. I don't care if they fought for their rights. I mean, they fought for their rights to sit there and be cool. Right. You didn't have to arrest them for that. So at the end of the day, the manager or whatever called the cops and was like, they don't want to leave. Why do they gotta leave? Starbucks is a place where I've been at and people been at and haven't even bought a damn coffee and they go there for meetings and do all types of stuff.
And still Wi-Fi.
It's still Wi-Fi. This is so crazy though because the person they was meeting with was a white person.
Right.
A white person. And they was meeting for a real estate meeting or something like that. And he was going to buy them the coffee and they was going to have the meeting there.
Right.
They sitting there waiting for him. Nobody else gets escorted out. Nobody else is looked at. The cops come and they had an altercation and all that stuff. And then when they in hand, by the time the guy come there, I think his name is Yusef or Yasef, he come there like, yo, what's going on? White guy, it's the video all out there. What's going on?
Right.
Oh, this is discrimination. So this is an example of somebody that hasn't. Yeah. This is an example of somebody that probably hasn't been through this can understand it more now. Because you walk into this Starbucks and you see your clients, the black people, and everybody else is probably white. Why are the cops surrounded by them?
It's a direct experience.
Yeah, it's a direct experience for you now. Because they sat there and just waited for you, and they getting arrested because the eye of that manager was black guy. What are they doing here and why are they here so long? And they haven't bought nothing yet. So I'm going to call the cops. That's what that is.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so this person, So this person come in and kudos to the guy that was, was meeting with him. Kudos to him in the sense of he defended him. Right. He said, this is discrimination. Anybody else see this discrimination? Why y'all arresting this person? Why y'all arresting both of these guys?
He tried to use his white power.
Yeah, he tried to use his white power. Kudos to you trying to use your white power. But this is what we deal with since I don't know when.
Yeah, that's crazy. It ain't really... It's just like, damn, do you think that's a Starbucks problem or
it's not
personnel?
No, I don't think it's a Starbucks problem. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here to bash Starbucks. This is an America problem. This is a America problem. This is not Starbucks bashing them. If Starbucks do the right thing after this, I don't got no problems with Starbucks. This is a America problem. This is how you view black people problem.
And it's the same thing.
And know that this is real. So stop sitting here and defending certain shit.
And this the same thing.
Don't do it.
It's like, if Americans say this wrong, I don't get how they don't say police profiling is wrong. If they do something about this, they like, oh no, white America, like, this girl got to get fired. Mm-hmm. you got to say the same thing about a police killing an unarmed black person because both of them is the same exact thing.
Man, I wish
it's racially profiling,
bro.
You know, the black
because
person
this is just the man.
The black person only got shot by the cop because he racially profiled.
Oh, what was it? Sacramento, bro. Like this shit is just crazy.
And with that, to me, you don't have to shoot 20 times.
You ain't gotta shoot fucking once. The motherfucker ain't got no gun.
Right.
Where did that come into play? We done seen too many situations where people in not even black get the benefit of the doubt of disrespecting cops. And they don't even the first thing they don't do is pull out a gun. They not even I'm like, I've seen too many of them situations where a white person disrespect the shit out of a cop and they not the first thing they're not looking to do is pull out a gun.
Right. And let's say in this case, because the guy was committing a crime, busting out windows. That's not a big deal.
It's still shaky. It's still shaky because they saying he didn't.
Well, even let's say he didn't.
We don't know really.
We don't know what he actually was doing and shit.
But he didn't have a gun.
Right. But let's say they chasing him in the dark and they mistaking the phone for a gun. Mm-hmm. I think even if you shoot let's say you shoot the first time.
Man.
How can you shoot 19 more times if you don't hear gunfire getting returned?
Fuck that. I got a better one for you, bro. We watch Cops our whole lives, right? The episode. How many people do we see get chased and just get handcuffed?
I didn't see Cops in a minute, but I mean...
I'm just saying that was the main thing.
That's a hard example because they probably shot 1 billion episodes and took out 20.
And took out 20. Right.
19 niggas got hit up. Like, all right, don't air that. We had to kill him. You know?
No, don't air that. We had to kill that one.
Yeah. So that's hard. But I'm saying, let's say you even was chasing him and you was scared for your life and you think he had a gun and was a cell phone and you shot. Once you don't hear fire returning, how you shoot 19 more times?
And then when they did the shots of the angles, they saying it's damn near impossible for they really getting that his back was turned.
Right.
Like it's too crazy for him to be.
But from the camera view, it was pitch black.
Right.
So they probably couldn't see, because I remember they had a helicopter view too.
I'm just talking about the ones on the ground that shot him, though. What happened?
The ones on the... Yeah, I'm saying from their kid, because they had body cams on.
Yeah, and they never released them. They said they was going to release them shortly, and
I thought they released them.
The body cams? No, that should have been everywhere. I didn't see no body cams.
Because I remember they had a joint of him... What you just heard, audio?
Or the helicopter.
No, I seen it.
You seen the body cams?
Yeah, you probably can look it on YouTube, because it was pitch black.
Okay.
In the yard, and they was chasing him through the yard.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, so I was saying, all right, let's say you chasing them and you assume you got a gun. Mm-hmm. And you got a right to be human and be scared. Mm-hmm. Even though I don't think cops can really be scared, because it's like when you being scared, it causes a life. You should. That's not a position that you should have. And Chris Rock spoke. Oh, right. Man. But let's say you make that mistake. Mm-hmm. How do you can? I don't think you can justify 19 more shots. You can't. Even if you justify one shot, how can you justify 19? What that is? Nigga. Boop, 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 boop. Right. That's all that is. Nigga. Boop, boop. This shit crazy. And they say it was hit like 7 times in the back. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't justify that. It's the bid. We got more coming soon. We out. And I was about to say where the followers at. Oh yeah. You follow us on what? SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube. The visual is great. Shout out to Lanice. Follow the page, the Bid Podcast. And we just got on iHeartRadio. And we on Twitter. Yeah. And go like our fan page on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And we out. Peace.